Okay, let's create a directory. Switch to the directory and open this directory in Visual Studio Code. Then let's go and create two files. One would be main.tf and another one would be providers.tf. Then let's go to Terraform providers documentation. Here we'll look for Azure RM documentation. Let's go to documentation section. So here we'll find a Azure RM provider definition. So we'll copy it and paste it into our providers.tf file. We are gonna need to get these properties for the service principal that we are going to use to grant access to our subscription and create the resources. Okay, now let's go back to the documentation and let's grab our resource group definition. Let's copy, paste under main.tf, and let's update the resource name. Let's add a name, so it would be FApps_RG for the resource group name, and the location is going to be East US. Okay, let's back to the browser and let's go to the Azure portal. Let's open subscription, then go to the resource group. We don't have any resource group. Let's go to the app registration. Let's create the app registration first. Let's give it a name. Then select for single tenants, click on register. Then based on the documentation, this this app registration needs to have a contributor RBAC. So let's go to the Azure role assignment, then go to privilege administrator roles and select contributor. For the member, let's select the app registration. We already select the contributor role for this, and then let's wait for Azure to load the members. Then we have found the app registration, role contributor, and let's do it. So once we have the app registration created, let's copy the client ID and let's copy the client secret. So let's create a client secret first for 6 months in this case. Let's copy the tenant ID. Then let's copy the subscription ID, and that would be our 4 params needed. So now we're going to run the Terraform init. Then Terraform plan. Terraform init will initialize our dependencies and providers, and plan will try to evaluate what we already what the difference, or what would be the plan for Terraform based on our script. So then we proceed to the Terraform apply, and Terraform apply basically will apply what we evaluate in our plan. So then after we added the yes, it will start creating the resources. So let's click on refresh, and yeah, we have our FApps_RG resource group created. Okay, let's go back to the documentation and search for Flex Function app definition blocks. So here we have a storage account, a container, an app service plan, and the Flex Function app definition. So we are going to copy all of these examples, and we are going to paste into our main.tf file after the resource group. So then let's update the name in the blocks. Let's give it a name for our storage account. Let's add main STA. Then let's update the reference of our resource group, which is we call main RG. So we are updating from example to main RG, and then we have to update the resource group and location reference. Then let's update the container name. Let's add its package deployment name. Then let's update the storage account ID reference, and for the app service plan, let's use ASP in the reference block, and in the name we can use like flex ASP. And let's update the reference to the resource group name and location. And for the flex function app block, let's update the name, and let's update as well the resource group name and location. And the service plan ID using the ESP reference. Then let's update the storage container endpoint to update the reference for our storage account and our container. We are confirming that the names reference match, and let's update the reference for the storage access key, runtime, name, runtime version, instance count, and memory. Instance memory will remain as is. Let's add the app settings. We are going to add one environment variables for the function app, and we are going to call environment, and the value is going to be development, just for a matter of example, that we can also configure a function app. And then let's run the Terraform init command. Then Terraform plan command. Let's see if Terraform determines the changes that we have made in our infra. Yeah, actually, yeah, as you can see here, it's detecting 4 resources to add. So then let's run Terraform apply, enter yes, and it's going to create the app service plan, the storage account, the it's going to add the container to the storage account, and also it's going to create a flex function app. So let's wait for a few, still creating. Let's refresh. As you can see here, app service plan is there, storage account is there. Let's confirm storage account. As you can see here, the container is there. Then let's wait for the function app to be created. Let's wait for a few seconds. Still creating. It's been 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Okay, go on. Come on. Okay, let's go. It's confirming the Azure portal. Okay. Woohoo! We have it. Yeah. And as you can see here, its operating system is Linux, flex consumption plan. And if you check the environment variables, we see the environment variable with the development is value. We have 3 environment variables. One of them is to have the connection string for the storage account, where our function app is going to be connected and deploy the source code. Let's check the endpoint, and as you can see here, it's running. The last thing that we are going to do here is we are going to add an application inside to grab out the logs for function app. Let's go to the documentation and grab it an example. So let's add it before the function app, and let's update the namings, app insights, let's update the location and resource group name reference. For application type, we are going to remain as web. We need to know which is the environment variable we need to add into the to our function app to connect with our application insights. So variable is app insight instrumentation key, and we add the reference to our application insights resource block to get the instrumentation key from there. That will connect our function app with application insights. So then let's run the Terraform plan again. It will determine the changes that we have made in our main TF script. One to add and one to change. So it's going to be added an application insight, and an environment variable is going to be added in our function app. So let's run Terraform apply. Let's use the auto approve parameter. Should be auto -approve. And with this parameter, we don't need to type the yes. It's usually used in GitHub Actions when you are running Terraform apply in GitHub Actions. You don't have to approve. It will do it after running the plan. It will start applying the changes in your infra. So as you can see here, the application insight is getting created. Okay, it's created. Then let's confirm. Yeah, we can see the application insight here. Let's copy the instrumentation key to confirm. Let's wait for the function app to be updated with the new environment variable. So let's go there. And as you can see here, app insights underscore instrumentation key, it has the same value with our instrumentation key. So if we go to application insights logs under the monitoring section, you will access to the application insight, and if we just select the traces table, you can run, in this case will be empty because we don't have anything deployed, but we can see some logs. We can, for example, use the union asterisk query, and as you can see here, all these logs belongs to the Linux Flex function app. So it's ready.